What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel, and today we are going on a fig hunt to the House of Fun in New Jersey, Barrington, New Jersey to be exact. This store is stacked, it's huge, has every single toy you could possibly think of, and a pretty decent wrestling collection. At least they used to. I haven't been there in a while, but I heard they redid the place, so I want to go check it out. You can also go check out our previous toy hunts there, but I think it's going to be a good one. I hope it's going to be a good one. Come with me and find out.
And we're here. Let's see if we can find some goodies.
So as soon as you walk in the door, the first thing you see is a lot of Godzilla. You see a lot of Voltron and things like that. And it's awesome to see, right? Because there's so many different variations and colors and types of these figures, all side by side, different scales. Very, very cool and exciting to see, especially when it's not your common collecting niche. So I'm going through all these things, and then in the corner of my eye, I saw LJN, so I stormed over. They really had some basic ones, right? Corporal, you got Hogan, Sheik, George Animal Steel, Okerlund, the typical ones you're used to. And they had a bunch of Hasbros, as well as a $50 Ric Flair retro. And then on top of it all, that's right, the French Angel Rush Collectibles front and center right there in the display case. Kind of shocked me that was there. I looked down and there's more AWAs. I do need the Gagne Raiders with all of the cloth goods. They did not have all the cloth goods, so I did leave them behind. But then I saw some real Ghostbusters. I came over here and I saw some large 12 and 14-inch dolls, as well as the old school Kiss dolls that I had as a kid. I cut around the corner and I saw this Black Adam box I'd never seen before. So Black Adam is a DC comic book character that The Rock played in the movie, and this is by Ma Effects, and I've never seen this. Very cool. I would say it's arguably better than the McFarlane. And walking to the WWE section, I saw this for $175. For those of you who don't know what this is a gold-plated WWF card collection from Danbury Mint. Now, I had most of these as a kid, and it lasted, I want to say, like a year and a half, 2 years until you got all 50 cards. They would send you like 2 a month or something like that. And I think it started off with 1 and the book, then you would get 2 a month or something. And anyways, I loved these cards, but I kind of grew out of them because I started to enter into middle school, so my mom kind of canceled the subscription to it. It was kind of expensive. I gotta find it now after seeing this. This is awesome. I mean, George the Animal Steel, Vince McMahon, Shane O'Mac. They had the British Bulldog, Dudley Boys. I mean, this is like a capsule of legends and WWF Attitude Era guys. I haven't seen one of these books in hand in quite some time. Check that out. Mr. Fuji, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle. I mean, this book was awesome. I gotta find mine, and then I know what's gonna happen when I find it. I'm gonna want to finish it off, but there it is, number 50 with Steve Blackman of all people. So this was pretty cool. I looked up and I noticed this WWE Jack Pacific Classic Superstars 2-pack of Colonel Mustafa and Sergeant Slaughter signed by both the Iron Sheik and Sergeant Slaughter. Kind of bothered me that he signed it Iron Sheik and not just Colonel Mustafa, to be honest with you. But I thought it was so cool that they had all these signed items. And then when I went to go put it back, I noticed that they had a ton of AEW figures signed. So I wanted to take a look at them. So here we have Adam Page, pretty cool with that blue pen, looks awesome. Here's another Adam Page. I mean, I couldn't even reach all the signed figures they had. Anna Jay, love this one in the purple. I feel like that's the perfect color for this. Number 99, you love to see it. And all these figures were JSA certified. The problem is they don't have any prices on them. Lance Archer, Ray Phoenix, you got Frankie Kazarian, Dr. Britt Baker. I mean, they had a who's who's of guys. Check this out. Darby Allin, Series 2. Looks great. And again, it's got that JSA sticker. It's just, there's no price tag. And I don't want to bring these up to the front and have the guy bring up eBay and charge me out the wazoo. So I kind of just left these, but it was very cool to see. If you're a signed figure person, you might want to get over and check this out. You want to talk about regrets? I regret not getting these Garbage Pail Kid WWE figures back in the day when they were like $10 on clearance at Walmart. But they had this WrestleMania cart Andre for $30. The thing was broken. He was all beat up. But then I noticed that they had CM Punk and Larry, which kind of shocked me to be at a small store like this. They also had some Cella Toys figures. This was like the UK quote-unquote Dynamite Kid with the mustache. They had a bunch of Major Bendies, loose Hasbros with the carding, as well as FC Toys. You see Mike Chioda there, Swaggle. And that's the thing, guys. A lot of you might be like, oh, I want to see what's behind this. Dude, these pegs are so stacked that anytime you touch anything, things fall off. Like right there, the Barbarian almost fell off. That thing would have shattered into pieces, that plastic. But that's the thing, man. I think they need to expand this section because it is so packed to the gills that you can't even search through it. They do have this loose collection down here, but honestly, it's so hard to go through because there's so many of them, and they're kind of grimy, and you get stuff all over you, but it is still fun to pick through. But this time, I just didn't feel like it. It was so overflowed, and I was really hoping that I would find the zombie figures, not Zombie Center Toys. I'm talking Mattel WWE zombies. It's the main reason I came here. There's a couple that I need, the Hardy Boys, I think Kane and Finn Balor, and I was like, oh, that's a perfect place to go. Like, look through them. I barely even looked through the loose figures because that's how insane the whole bin was. before I left, I wanted to venture over to see the other things. Here's their TMNT selection. Decent size, honestly, but I feel like it could be bigger considering TMNT has been around for so long. And then here's like their movie, pop culture, horror section. You see King Kong, Gremlins, Chucky. This is one I hadn't seen yet from NECA, the My Bloody Valentine. Saw this in theaters when it came out in 3D. Always loved it. It's very cheesy and campy to me, but you know, that's the charm of it. We got this holiday Chucky, which I think I need to get for next Christmas. And then they had both Saw figures of the Jigsaw. You got the red coat as well as the black. I hadn't seen the red coat before. I've seen the black in Target and stuff like that, but hadn't seen the red, so it was pretty cool to see. But again, none of these figures have any prices on them, so you really don't know what you're getting. There's a couple, like some of these carded ones that are a little bit older, I guess from his old store, still have old stickers, but new stuff does not have stickers on it. It's crazy. But anyways, we're going to go back over to the WWE section before we head out and see if we missed anything. I thought this was pretty cool, this little Chucky. $36.99 though. How about this? Zack Ryder with the Winged Eagle Championship. I decided to go through some of the Lucy's, but really, honestly, it wasn't worth it. There wasn't anything in there. You got Dakota Kai. We got some Edge, Ultimate Warrior, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kane. Here's a Rock with that Chase the Belt pack in there, which I thought was pretty cool. I hadn't seen one of those in quite some time. If you don't know, back in the TTL era, around WrestleMania 2000, some of the Titantron Live figures came with this little envelope in it that had a WWF Championship belt in it. And a random number, I think it's like one of like 1,000 maybe, were like gold plated. I'd actually never even seen one, but that was the whole promotion, Chase the Gold. And this is a Loot Crate Ultimate Warrior. Honestly, I never held one of these in hand. It's actually a pretty decent feeling figure. There's some more Warriors. This is a custom Chase Owens figure. There was Andrade. I mean, it's not a good figure, especially for that price. But again, I would have got this Bubba, no tag on it. Headless Dolph Ziggler. We got Hangman Adam Page. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in here, but it's not worth going through and bringing to the front to ask for a price. All right, so we didn't pick up anything. Listen, I love this store because they have a lot of stuff, and it's always fun to look at. The thing I don't like about it is that there's no prices, and I would say like maybe 75% of the items in there. And if there's something you want that doesn't have a price, you bring it up to the front, and he just pulls up eBay and basically just picks the first thing he sees and gives you that price. So you could just get everything on eBay for as much as it costs to come here. Really what I come here for is the experience of walking around and maybe seeing some things that I don't remember, I forgot about, that I didn't know existed. You know, that's the cool thing. It's huge. I don't know how they stay in business, but yeah, man, those figures look like a bomb went off. So hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Fig Heel. Twitter is at The Fig Heel. Pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Take it easy. Thank you for coming. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need Fig Heel's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 5,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With shots by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Premium full-color and value black and white editions available now on Amazon.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Fig Heel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeal.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.